times versus speaking at other times. So the other thing too, I did like before I jump into that other thing, I did like Diary of a Windy Kid. That's pretty good. It is pretty solid. But yeah, no. Kind of. It's more of a, this might just be for me, not necessarily sharing with anybody else. We'll see. I mean, I haven't been sharing anything with anybody else lately, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Just continue living my life in the way that I want to. The thing that I was gonna say is I want to do more things with you. Like, I want to be able to go, like, ride motorcycles with you, or drive cars with you or something like that, or go get breakfast, like go do those types of things. But I wanted to do it like, I didn't know that those were things that I necessarily wanted to do, and I didn't want to do it in terms of this is something that you're doing and I'm just tagging along. It was something that like, hey, let's go do this said thing together, because I just felt like that would be a more, I wouldn't say inclusive, but that would just be a more enjoyable experience. I'm not saying the other way isn't also enjoyable. There must be a concert going on tonight. I'm guessing there is. There must be. But like, I also didn't necessarily know that. And I would like to at least hope that maybe in the process of me doing those things with you as well too, that you would like to do them, like certain things that I enjoy doing. I know that you might not be in the best of shape, and that's okay. Like, I mean, you can get back in shape if that is something that you want to do. I would just like for us to be able to do similar things if that is the thing that we would like to do. I'm not saying that those are the things that we need to do. I'm just saying that it would be nice to have that as an option if those were the things that we chose that we wanted to do together. Because I'm like, let's say we go on a motorcycle ride or something like that, or drive some cars up in the canyon or something along those lines. And it's like, hey, well, I'd like to go on this hike or something like that. Like, I'd like to at least have it so that you can, I wouldn't say like you have to keep pace with me, because I understand that like I am a little bit, there's a concert tonight, that I am and or can be, please don't go, that I am or I can be a bit intense with some of the stuff that I do. So I'm not saying that like I don't need you to be on my level, and I would obviously set my pace for that if I was to go with you, or we would do the same thing like when we do in cars. Like, we'll go up, I'll chill, you go up, we'll go at our own little pace. Because it's just a matter of, I guess, not even a guess, figuring out what it is that we ourselves are wanting to have happen. And that's where I come back to the same thought and the same perspective that I do over and over and over and over again, is like, I can't control the reactions and or the feelings of somebody else. So something that I always had tried to do, and I realized that that's just not anything that I can do. The one thing, two things that I can control are my own thoughts and perceptions. Those are kind of one and the same. Then the actions that I take on a daily basis. Somebody's fucking killing my animals, bro. Shit don't fly. I get it's also the circle of life. It's, no. But yeah, it's like I'm saying, I'd love to spend more time and do these things with you. I would just hope that you would want to do similar things with me. Like I said, it doesn't have to be all the same intensity, but it's just like, if I'm going to drive somewhere, if I'm going to bike somewhere or something like that, I'd like to also get in a hike or a walk or something along those lines. And then also, like, when you're spending time with me too, like, all I ask is, like, I get that you have to take care of work and things like that, but it's just like, if you're with me, be with me. Like, you can be on your phone at any other time, at any other point in the day. So like, when we do something, even if it's just sitting there for a couple of minutes, like, I don't know, I do. I want to check this place out too. There's like a hot tub cottage. It's a hot tub, yeah, Cliff's House Lodge hot tub cottage. I'd like to check that out. Who? BTR. Yeah. I also just knew that, like, with me being where I'm at in my life as well too, I needed to figure out my emotions and my thought processes and all these other things as well too that I hadn't originally had. Yeah, dude, see, we got trip 7s. Love my 7s. It's 2. We saw 4 trip 7s, like 4 trip 7 and then 6 trip 7 with the 4 at the end. So it's kind of the same as well. Oh, that's cool. We got one of those like rear view headlights that's like a camera based instead. It's pretty neat. Mojo. 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 I like that crow. That was cool. Yeah, like, I didn't know the things that I wanted, obviously, and this is why, what I was saying earlier, I think it was to you, it might have been to Brenna, but I was talking about this a little while ago, where I was saying, like, I was making all this money, and I obviously I am making all this money now as well too. There was this notion or this feeling that I knew, for some odd reason, I just knew that I wasn't meant to be spending on like luxury items at that point in time. Whereas now, it's like I can. I'm able to go out to nice dinners. I'm able to go out to these nice restaurants. I know dinners and restaurants are one and the same. Is someone? Okay, no. Dinners and restaurants are one and the same. I could have gone straight as well too, taken a different way. And I'll take the highway back, that's fine. So I could have just taken Kipling all the way down. Which maybe I needed to. Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to, like, I always forget that I don't have to take the same route, and I know these different paths and routes now that will always lead me back to where I need to go, and sometimes I forget. It's not that I forget, I guess I choose to just take the same road or highway because I know it's going to be the quickest, even though I could have just gone straight and gone through Lakewood and gone through all these other parts as well too, if I really wanted to explore around. That's where I'm saying, that's where I'd like to have like a nicer car and yeah, just be able to do those types of things. A big part of it too, man. Oh, this is playing. A big part of it too is that I wrote this down, but I feel like it's worth saying as well too. Is that I felt like I was a pawn. Like I wasn't, your son, which was kind of sad. Like I get that you were trying to help out, but it was also at the same time, it's like, again, I do appreciate that. I truly do appreciate you showing me and like letting me see and experience those types of things. So I do genuinely thank you for that, and I do apologize as well too for coming off as like strong. Like I wouldn't say strong, but like maybe approaching the situation in the not most efficient way. I didn't know, understand or knowledge, and I was trying to look at your life and evaluate your life and tell you all these things, but it's just like I wasn't looking at my life. So that's why I've like changed and looked at things a lot differently as of lately. Is like, I don't know why that person I could ever sit her, but yeah, there's just a lot that I know we can do and we are doing, and I had to heal, bro. Like I had to take the time. I had to take the time away. I had to. I know you might not think that or not feel that, but it is also, it's like I said too, it's ironic. And I don't want to have to constantly keep having these conversations over and over with you. I don't. I would rather just us be chill. Let's not have to worry about these mundane things. Like, you let me live my life, I'll let you live your life. Occasionally we'll come together and do things together. Alright. You live my... Occasionally we'll come together and do things that... I don't even remember. That was a good one. That was a good line. That was a very good line. I need to move over here for a second. I had just wanted... And I'm not having to race or anything like that. But yeah, I felt like I wasn't being truly respected, and that's probably my own thing, and you probably felt the exact same way too. And then you and I, we've just competed, like butt heads, and do all this other stuff as well too. And it wasn't the thing that I necessarily wanted to have to do. It was just the thing that we ended up doing because I felt like I was knowing all, and I knew all the answers, and it's just like, I do and I don't. I know certain things. And it's kind of like you said as well too. You're like, you don't see all aspects of somebody's life, which that equally goes for me as well too. Like, I feel like we were both just judging one another, and I see that that was not the thing that we needed to do. Plead the fifth. Why do we need to plead the fifth? Strange. I don't know on that one. Cutie pie? Cutie pie? Thanks. You're a cutie pie yourself. My life be like you. Something Dennis had said earlier too. He's like, you're able to identify your own beliefs and systems, and I was like, I never thought about that beforehand because I was always just constantly asking other people. And it was the same thing with a couple of other things as well too. Because I just never gave time, like, an in-depth time with myself. I'm not saying that I didn't like give myself time, but like it was never time in the way that I recently just gave myself time in, bro. Come on. Sorry, mate. Say something today. Like, maybe you're going into it with the wrong mindset, and I probably am. It's just every single time that I played it out, and I've tried it. Like, I keep trying to do it differently, and it keeps coming up the same way, and I'm like, why is this still happening? I don't need it to be happening in that way. It doesn't have to happen in that way any longer. Be friendly and cordial, and I understand the reason why it has come up that way, and I know you're listening to this shit right now, bro. I know you are. The only reason that's it's just because whenever I have had those tough conversations with you, it jumps to that. And I'm like, I don't need it to jump to that. I keep trying to get it not to jump to that. It's just what it seems to end up being. And I'm tired of it being that way. I'd like for it to be a new way. If you're open to experiencing a new way, then I'm open to experiencing a new way. Because I mean, not even. I'm open to experiencing a new way for our relationship moving forward. You just have to understand that I'm much more in tuned in ways I had been. I'm much more aware than I ever have been. Trust me, I don't know everything. Fly, you're in here, bro. Come on, Mazda. Come on. Let go. 16, Lexi. Oh yeah, I'm just... I apologize for coming at you the way that I did. I understand that I could have handled that better. I don't apologize for saying the things that I needed to say, because I do still, in my heart of hearts, believe that that was the thing that needed to be said. I just do understand now that I could have approached it in a different way, and I do apologize for approaching it in a way that was attacking you, even though that was, it kind of wasn't my intention at the time, because I was upset, and I was just like, don't come at me, and I can't say I was being the reflection for you. And that's why, like, I've come to realize I can be a different reflection and give you a different perspective or a different view if that is something that you're willing to be open to. Trust me, I've thought a lot about this. I've thought a lot about a lot of things over this last year. Like, very, very many, a lot of things. I appreciate you not getting all upset over me having to change the things. So I do appreciate that. So that is, in my view, a step in the correct, at least not, I wouldn't say correct, but in like a direction that I can be happy with. Because like I said too, I can't, like with the things that I want to do and the places that I'm going, that I'm already at. I'm not trying to change you. Not anymore. I'm just getting you to be aware of, like, this is where I'm at. And if we can't accept these things, regardless of whether or not you are family or not, and it sucks because I don't want that to be the case. I want you to be in my life. I do. Even if it doesn't seem like that. That's probably just maybe a kid to a father. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm doing my best to react and respond in different ways, and it seems like it's taking small little baby steps or increments and in a good direction. Okay, I'm gonna go eat something. I need to go to King Soopers first, grab some cheese and tortillas. I'm gonna get some Dana, make some Dana. I might chill out tonight. I wanted to watch a movie the other night. Maybe we could watch one tonight. Or I'll listen to a book or something like that. It's all about balance after all. Like, I've been going hard the past few weeks, which is great. We can keep going and we will keep going. I did just want to take a step or a day outside, which was very nice. I just want to get the automated money machine up and going as well too, so then I can be the one that like buys breakfast and be like, boop. That's you. Thus it is. Alright. All things are circulating door. Oh, James Bond would be pretty chill. Keep seeing 007, so. That's when I watched was Skyfall. fall. Don't know why you're breaking. Cool. Alright, I think I said the things that I need to say. If other things come up, other things come up. We'll see.